Hello, class. This is Mr. Eggleston again. And this is the Check Your Understanding, the CYU for Lesson 7.4, Features of Quadratic Functions. We just saw that if the graph opens up, if it's a smiley face, the vertex is a minimum. And if it's a sad face, if the graph parabola opens down, the vertex is a maximum. So the reason I mentioned that is that's kind of important, and I really did not emphasize it as much as I would have liked, as I think I should have. All right, so here's the first question. The graph of a quadratic function f is shown. They give you basically the vertex at 2, -4, and they give you the two x-intercepts. One, you don't know the value, but the other one you know passes through the origin, which is x equals 0. Okay? Identify the axis of symmetry. Well, that's this line right here. That's x equals 2. Then it says find both x-intercepts. Well, we know one of the x-intercepts is at 0, and that's 2 units to the left, which means there must be a second one 2 units to the right. So one is from the graph, x equals 0. The other one is going to be at x equals the axis of symmetry plus the distance of 2, which is x equals 4. Is f of 5 equal to f of -5? No, not at all. Because the AOS, the thing that the graph is symmetric across, is not at x equals 0. It is shifted to the right 2 units. This is only true if the axis of symmetry is at x equals 0. All right? So there you go. Question number 2 is now looking at a table of values. Table. And as you look at this, you see that identify both x-intercepts of the graph of G. We see one x-intercept right here because the output is 0. The other one is there. So identify both x-intercepts. X equals -10, again, because g of x is equal to 0 there, and at x equals -4. Find the vertex and axis of symmetry of the graph of G. Well, we know the vertex must be directly in between these two numbers, right smack in the middle. So the easiest way to do it is to find the vertex location, which is the axis of symmetry, the AOS, as being x equals the average, -10 plus -4 divided by 2, which is -14 divided by 2, which is at x equals -7. So, and there's -7. So find the vertex and the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry is x equals -7, and the vertex is at -7, -9. And the question is, does this graph open up or down, and how do you know? Well, if you think about this, if we have a grid, right, we know that the vertex is sitting down here at -7 and -9, right? So if the x-intercepts are at -4, which is right here, and -10, which is over here, the graph must be opening up. Graph opens up because vertex is below the x-axis. All right? Then it says find g of -3. All right? -3 would be right here. Notice, here's the vertex. -3 is 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the right. So that means it have the same output as the point 1, 2, 3, 4 units to the left. This has to be 7. So g of negative 3 equals 7. That comes from symmetry. Okay? And there you go. So that's pretty straightforward, I hope. Have a good one.